Hello everyone. I'm going to read the synopsis the of a novel I read. The title is The World of Tomorrow by Brendan Matthews. Now I am carried chapter 7. This okay. Chapter 7. Fortham Hakes. This chapter centers on Cronin, a man who feels sharpness and creeliness as he searches for Martin Dempsey, a musician in the Brown X. After a fruitless search in Brooklyn and Staten Island, the Brown X, which avoids for fear of encountering old enemies from the Prohibition era, is where he believes Martin Dempsey is crowning anxiety incentives when he takes and car arranged by Gavigan. Feeling angry that his name was carelessly relevant. The search brings back painful memories of his part in Ireland, especially his relationship with Brendan or Mrs. Dempsey, a nationalist he loved deeply, and her husband, Frank Dempsey. Cronin admits that he accidentally killed Brendan in a attack intended for Frank after they took different sides in the Irish Civil War. Finally, while observing the woman and her children, a family that reminded him of his own, Alice, Henry, and Grace, Cronin wrestled with his guilt, realizing that he was now a monster lurking at their gate. But he confessed himself that all his actions were for the sake of protection our family. Next, chapter 8, Midtown. This chapter tells the story of Francis and Michael, who have just escaped from prison in Ireland and arrived in New York. For Francis, city is a revelation full of energy and momentum that contrasts with life in prison. He enjoys the luxury and feels like he is part of the Fifth Avenue paradise. Meanwhile, Michael, who is still shocked, see the city as an extended hallucination, fascinated by the mythical symbol and contrasting architecture between simple church and towering commercial buildings. On the other hand, their eldest brother Martin, who had settled in New York, was struggling with guilt upon learning that he had to deal with the unexpected return of his two brothers. Against the backdrop of a cityful promise and hope, Martin also grappled with the news of their father's death. News he received with feelings that we were difficultly to define, not sadness, but rather a groaning uncertainty and the distance he felt from the family had left behind. Okay, thank you.